Yo, speaking about kids, did y'all hear about the Florida mom who got arrested for fighting a middle school student?
What? Why?
She threw on the gloves. I guess her daughter was getting picked on. She came in.
I ain't mad at that.
She came into school. She came with the boxing gloves though.
My
She
man,
glued them on.
What? Glued them on.
Glued them. Gorilla glued them on.
Stop.
Oh no.
Nah, she glued them on for real. She glued them on.
Oh, she glued them on.
What? Why?
I don't know. I guess she
Mess
wanted
with her daughter. Don't mess with her daughter. Don't mess with her kids.
Well, why would you glue on?
I guess if she could tell them, like, yo, I can't take them off. Now I'm gonna pound you out.
Why eventually you gonna have to take them off? So
Maybe because she didn't want to hit her with her with
She
the
ain't
full
think that
knuckles.
far, yo. Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't somebody do that? Somebody did that. A boxer, he put like cement in his on his wraps.
It's different, yo.
Oh, that was Margarito, no?
Yeah, Takoto.
Yeah. To make him, maybe that's what she was doing. Maybe that's what she was doing. She put the glue on to make him heavier. You know, hit him with the Thanos
For a middle school kid.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yo. I know. Yo, I'm going. Yo, you pick up my daughter. You bully my kid. You know what I mean? You try to jump my kid. Yo,
Bro.
It's on. It's on.
Yeah, like that.
It's on, son.
Some
It's
kids,
yo,
some middle
I'll
school
snuff,
kids.
I'll snuff a 13-year-old.
Wow.
Believe me, dog. Believe me. You're not messing with my kids, dog. Hey, I'll run that
girl.
fade.
I won't mess with the girl. I'll let the
Yeah. If it's a girl, of course, my wife is going to. My wife will run the fade too, and I'll be right there next to her. And if anybody jump in, I'm jumping in too, son.
Wow.
Yeah, you're not touching my kids, bro.
Wait, but we're talking about another kid fighting with your kid.
Oh no, they can square up one-on-one, but if you trying to jump my kid, bro, it's on.
No, but I'm saying, let's say they get into a fight, they lose the fight. Are you gonna come back and
no,
beat up the kid for that?
They squared up. They squared up, and it's a fair one. You know what I mean?
So if you see them getting jumped, you're saying you're gonna jump in
for sure. Yeah. For sure.
But if they got jumped and then they say, "Yo, I got jumped," you gonna go back and
we going back. We going back. We going back. We going back. We going back.
Oh,
hey, I'm not afraid. Listen to me. Listen closely. I am not afraid of a prison ministry. I am not. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I mean, I gotta agree with that. I gotta agree.
I can't front. The kids are something else, man. The kids are like,
yo.
The kids and the wife are like,
yo, you seen how they did Shorty? What's his name? The dude from was it in BX? My man, what's his name? The dude who got shanked up.
Oh yeah.
Junior? Talking about Junior?
Junior, yeah, man.
How many of that was there? How many of them?
Like 100.
It was seven of them.
Come on, bro. You're not doing my kid like that, bro. You're not doing my kid like that. You know what I'm saying?
As you know, I've ran into a situation like this.
You did?
Listen, I wasn't gonna bring it up, son, but
you wasn't.
It's your show now. It's your show now.
Spirit of the combo, bring it up.
right. Yeah. I mean, we good now. You know. Anyway, so this is what happened. Yo, my son, we dropped my son off at a little like outdoor mall spot. So an hour later, he calls and he's calling my wife, talking about, hey, someone's chasing me. So I'm like, what do you mean someone's chasing you?
Right.
He said it was like 20 kids chasing me. Like 20 kids. And when you talking about 20 kids chasing, you know, I thought, you know, when people say stuff like that, sometimes I'm thinking that they exaggerating. You be like, yo, it was like 30 dudes. And you know, it's usually like 5 of them or something like that.
One of them is fat.
Right. So they just see mad hands. But
yeah.
He was like, yo, it was 20 kids, and then he hung up the phone. My wife was like, yo, what's going on?
Right. Of course.
So we jump in the truck, we go over there, and we call him, and he's at a friend's house. A friend picked him up at the corner of the spot and took him to her neighborhood, which was gated, which was like, you know, like a mile or 2 down the road.
Yeah.
But he was out, right? And
what do you mean he was out?
He was going. I don't know, yo. Them skinny jeans turned into football pants. And
pants, right?
and he was gone. Right?
Yo, how old is your son?
He's 15.
Oh, okay.
Right. So so we get there and I pick him up and I'm like, yo, it was really like, who was it? He was like, oh, I know two of the dudes. Like not know them, but he recognized who they were. And he was like, yo, it really was. They had on black hoodies and they just started chasing us. And so I'm like, all right, let's go over there. I want to see if I see them. So I'm driving, I turned into that area and there's a bunch of kids, whole bunch of people in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. And I was like, yo, is that them? Because I saw a bunch of kids. And he said, yeah, that's them. That's them. I said, all right, let's go over there. He's like, nah, don't go over there. So I was like, nah, we're going to go over there. So literally, he was not lying. It was like 20 of them. Wow. It really was 20 of them with black hoodies on. Right?
Thank God.
And they weren't like two cars. So I just drove. I hit the gas. I drove my truck straight into the middle of their crowd. Open up I rolled down the window and I was like, yo, who looking for him? And it was like, no, we don't know what you're talking about. I said, you know what I'm talking about. Who looking for my son? No, we don't know. Nah, y'all know. So I jump out the car and I'm like, yo, y'all was chasing them a minute ago. And then they look over and I see more kids coming. So I start looking at them and I'm like, yo, y'all was chasing them. What do y'all need 20 people for? Y'all don't need 20 people to jump one kid. Whoever got the problem with him, fight him right now. Y'all got a problem, fight him. I was like, yo, y'all don't need all of them, but I guarantee whoever got the problem, y'all can fight him right here in front of my truck. Fight him, but I guarantee you he gonna whoop whoever has the issue. So I see the kid on the side and he's pointing like, yo, this is your chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. They ain't do it. Right. So no one said anything. So I was like, all right, well, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about this again. You know what I'm saying? Because I know every one of y'all, I don't know who y'all are, but I remember y'all. And one little kid trying to be funny, you don't know my name. I was like, yeah, I know your name. And ain't nobody say nothing. And we just took out. But
wait, you backed out the slam on them?
I ain't had to back out nothing. It was too shook. They was scared. I was like, really? 20 of y'all?
I thought you backed out the slam.
Nah, I thought he brought out his little boxing gloves and Gorilla Glue ready to scrap.
He went straight Brooklyn on them. He spit out the ox and everything.
He came with that big truck of his, and they were like, oh, now he gonna run us over.
That's probably what they thought, dude, because all you heard was the stop right in the middle of their crowd.
Good.
Chick-fil-A workers recording me.
Good.
Wow, you could have went viral. You going viral right now.
Did you have a TNC sweater on?
No, I ain't had no TNC.
Wow, you should get your shot that. That's not.
Maybe he should have not had one. maybe
you sound like Lil Nas X right now.
Right.
Wow.
Wow, you're using an emotional time and plugging
right to plug something, right? But yeah, it was crazy though. But then he told me that the kids apologized yesterday.
Okay.
But one of the kids texted him and was like, yo, I want the fade with your dad. I said, tell him, what up?
Let's go.
What?
Make sure you wear the TNC hoodie, please.
Was he being serious or trying to be funny?
Nah, he was being this was like the kid reached out to him like and was like, yo, I don't like how they came up on us or whatever. Like, I want the fade with him. I said, all right. He want the fade. Like, so my son was like, no, you don't. And he was like, nah, I do. All right, okay.
Yeah,
he gonna call his daddy and his big brother and everything
good, man.
else.
He called them out for what they were doing something wrong. Like,
yeah, that's good.
You trying to gang up on my son, and anything could have happened. 20 dudes, one kid. Come on,
I could have went another way. You know what I'm saying? I could have been driving to the hospital.
Right,
that's real.
So it could have. Come on, 20. Like, it literally 20 of them. They would have been jumping. I mean, granted, all 20 of them probably wouldn't be able to get in there, but still, like, that was OD.
Nah, yeah, that is, bro. There's a kid who was bullied, a 13-year-old kid. I just saw it. I forgot his name. I wish I remembered it. It was in the news. Well, it was trending because he was 13. Some kids were bullying him. One dude punched him, right? He approached him, he punched him in the face, and another dude punched him from behind. The punch from behind like knocked him out. He hit his head on a pillar right at school, and then his head hit the concrete. The kid ended up in the hospital and he died.
See what I'm saying?
And they're not prosecuting these kids. They got they either got like little to no time or they got no time. I don't remember the details, but it was definitely like these dudes should have got.
That's when
I don't care how old you are. You just
that's when Charles Bronson come out.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm snuffing these little kids, bro. I'm not playing.
we gonna clip that for IG.
Clip it, please, so that everybody at my kids' school knows that I'm not playing. I will drive the car into the school, you know what I'm saying, and find you in your homeroom. Like, stop, don't do it.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna find you. Yo, it's crazy. But yo, Josh, you see, this is why I needed my armor. Yo, what if they would have got funny? I was out there naked.
You would have got jumped too.
I'd have got jumped too. Now I would have went. Nah, yo, I'd have to let off. But yeah, man. Yeah,
praise God that your son is safe and you're safe and everybody's good. You know,
that
other little kid, just ignore him. Like he's mad because his pride got hurt. If you had something to say, you would have said it right there with 20 people deep. Now you say, let's run the fade. Come on.
If there was any time to act tough, it would have been right then and there.
Yeah.
When you had all your people there.
Or go call your pops, and you know what I mean. We could talk it out. Or
right.
You know what I mean.
Wow.
But they didn't want to shoot a fair one anyway, you know. So now you want to shoot a fair one. Come on, man.
Yeah, I ain't paying them no mind. But yeah, man, this is what happens when people be testing you like that, yo.
Yeah, praise God, man.
Different, yo.
Definitely. And we got to understand that some kids don't even respect their own parents. You know what I'm saying? So
true, very true.
Expecting them to respect your kid or you, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different code.
Yo, son, I had a situation like that, man.
What?
Yeah,
you almost got jumped?
No, I did. I did get jumped. I was like 14. And I used to write graffiti, right? And in LA in the 90s, like in the late 90s, there was a time where like the gangs.
This dude Jimmy, yo, you like all elements of hip hop.
Yeah. So like during that time in the late 90s, like the gangs was really like a green light on graffiti artists, right? And so it was like a very violent time. Anyway, some dudes hit me up, right? And I was like, yo, I don't bang, you know, I write, whatever, you know, I'll tell them where I'm from and what I write and everything else. And then like, I'm leaving school. This is like the bell just rang. I'm leaving school. They're like, what you got in your backpack? What I got in my backpack? I got books, you know? And I turn around, right? And I walk away like these clowns. Boom, some dude hits me right from behind. I didn't see it coming. I'm falling, but you know, there's like a street sign, and so I hold on to the street sign like to, you know, get my balance, and then dudes just start bombing on me, right? And I was like, you know, I got up and I was like, let's go one-on-one, you know, I'll take on all of you. Not like I'm a tough guy, but I'll take on all of you one-on-one. But this jumping, you know what I mean? They didn't want to fight. I walk away. And I was mad. I've never been so mad. I go to my homie's house. I try to get the ratchet. He wouldn't give it to me. And it just so happens that my brother shows up, right? Like just so happens like that my brother shows up. He's like, what happened? He sees that I'm mad. My face is all red and everything. And my boy is like, you know, yo, this dude's over here. Like he want the ratchet or whatever. He's like, man, forget that. He's like, show me where they at. We get in the car and I see him. I'm like, yo, that's them. So my brother parks the car. And I'm like right behind him, right? He gets out the car. My brother, you know, he's walking because they were at the bus stop, and they're about to get on the bus. And then he turns around and he yells at me. He's like, "Stay in the car!" Right? And I was scared, bro, because he's like 6 years older than me. And he runs up to him and whoops his tail from the front of the bus all the way to the back of the bus. You know, I mean, he tore this dude up, and then so. Fast forward, we have mutual homies. I end up seeing this dude, man. But he was mad cool. He was mad cool after that. Like, he didn't want to mess with. He didn't want to mess with me. You know what I mean? So for me, like, I just think of that story, you know, because I experienced it. So like, if anybody messing with my kids, I got to do the same thing because that's what my brother did for me. You know?
Yeah.
Yo. It's crazy, yo. But like I said, man, these kids, yo, these kids are different, yo. Like you said, Switch. They ain't respecting their own parents, so
they don't. They don't.
They ain't gonna respect us, man. Everybody sharing their jump
Kyle.
story.
I agree, Kyle.
Look, everybody sharing their stories of getting jumped now.
Yeah, everybody.
I'm gonna pray
Jamie
for them.
got jumped in Job Corps. Chef got jumped in a parking lot, or they almost got jumped.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll pray for the healing afterwards.